Hello and welcome to Mad About Sports for yet another video. And today we're going to be talking about the Under-19 World Cup Indian team. Now, before we get into today's video, do not forget to check out our course on cricket analytics with Mad About Sports. It's a 5-day workshop. You don't need to have any prior knowledge in data or numbers. You can come in with a free mind, and this could be a kickstart to your dream career in sports. If you want to work with your favorite IPL team or a favorite sporting franchise, you can call the shots by sitting in the data analytics platform, and you can be the one making the strategy. So this could be a kickstart for your career. Check the course out with Mad About Sports. The link is down in the description. So yeah, let's get into today's video about the India Under-19 World Cup teams. Now, India has made it to yet another Under-19 World Cup final, and they're fifth on the trot. I mean, they've been in phenomenal form throughout this World Cup. During the Asia Cup, there were a lot of questions as to whether this India Under-19 team is good enough. But answering all the critics in a high-pressure match, India have come out victorious. Since 2016, India haven't missed out on a single opportunity to make it to the final, in which they've been triumphed as champions twice and they were runners up twice. This is another opportunity for them to clinch on that crowd and possibly get their sixth title. So Uday Saharan and team has been exceptional in the Under-19 World Cup. There's some big names, as we mentioned last time. There was Mushir Khan, who has been outstanding, but Captain Uday Saharan himself has been incredible in this Under-19 World Cup, to say the least. But yeah, what's been about this Under-19 team right now, especially yesterday's game? It wasn't an easy game at all for Team India. Remember, they were put under pressure by the South African team in all possible ways. Yeah, they're just chasing a modest 245, but India did lose quick 3 wickets, and to add to that, they also lost a fourth wicket in no time. So within the first 15 overs, India were 41 for 4. From there on, it was always going to be an uphill climb, and you were against the best bowling attack of this year's World Cup. That was the likes of the South African team, which is led by Mfaka, who has been the leading wicket taker of this tournament. I mean, what a tournament he has had so far. I mean, though South Africa would have now won this Under-19 World Cup, they'll not go on to win the Under-19 World Cup, but they've definitely found few prospects, and one of them is certainly Mfaka. I mean, what a phenomenal talent this young boy is. I mean, he's already gone on to make a name for himself. The world has already taken a note of who this guy can possibly turn out to be. Rightly groomed, you never know. I mean, this guy could be ruling the world in the years to come, and we'll be all talking about him over here, as Mfaka is one player to watch out for. But having said that, what did India have to do right now? The easiest thing for India was to throw in the towel and say, okay, we're done for. I don't think it's going to be that easy. But Captain Uday Saharan kept believing in his boys, and they pulled off a master class of a chase. I mean, have to give credit to captain himself and also Sachin Dhas. I mean, it's the second time they've had a big partnership, and not just that, Sachin Das has been incredible. Let's look at that scorecard. As I mentioned, they lost they lost 4 wickets in no time at all. They were 4 for 32. From there on, it was always going to be an uphill climb, and that's where you needed the likes of the captain, Uday Saharan and Sachin Das to step in. I mean, what a knock that was from Sachin Das as well, because Uday Saharan, if you have seen the last match against Nepal as well, he's been someone who would like to take his time, he'd like to bide his time around and play his shots. But on the other end, Sachin Das really took the ante up. Once that first 15 over spell was bowled out by Luz and Faka, they knew that this is a good opportunity to attack the other bowlers, and they went after the third, fourth, and fifth bowlers, and that's how they were able to build that partnership. It's been a historical partnership to start off with. If you look at the highest fifth wicket partnerships for India, you can say this has been right up there in the highest fifth wicket partnership, beating Sarfraz Khan and Rakibui in the 2013 partnership they had against South Africa. And this has been fantastic. At 171, that too in a World Cup semi-final, you need to have nerves of steel for that. And that's why you will have to give credit to captain and Sachin Das for that beautiful partnership which they put in, and to add to all this, the way in which they weathered the storm. Now, the most important thing over here is when these two young chaps came to bat, they had to weather the storm. They're still very young. They still had to play out some tough spells, but they took the job up and they did beautifully, and they were able to they were able to cross the line with so much of ease, and that's where you think there's a lot of maturity which the captain himself showed. Let's look at Uday Saharan's performance in this year's World Cup. I mean, if you look, he's been ever consistent. I know he only got 100, but he's been consistent throughout this World Cup. He's not really let his guard down, and he's played some very mature knock. If you look at his batting position, he comes in at number 4. Sometimes he bats number 5, number 3 as well, because Mushir also bats number 5 sometimes. So he bats in a very crucial position for this team. He's the guy who gives the transition for the big hitters to come and take the game on. So at under 19 level, you don't expect guys to have that sort of a power game, but the way in which how Uday Saharan has shown the way that he's got the temperament. He can weather the storm. He can take his time, and he's got all the shots in the book. I mean, let's be honest. Some of the drives he played, especially some of the straight drive which he played, I said that was something to really take a look off and say this guy can make it big if given the right amount of chance. If groomed well. Now, obviously, we often talk about these are the stars for the future. But having said that, you'll really have to groom them. You can't let go of them. Hopefully, they build on this. And also, when we talk about India's bowling department, we have to talk about someone like a Raj Limbani. I mean, is that an exceptional tournament? Yesterday, also with the bat, he played a crucial knock. Yeah, scoring that vital 13 you see of 4 balls was important in that later stages of the game. To close the game out. Remember, India did lose 8 wickets, and Raj Limbani's partnership at the right time really helped India to inch closer. Those 2 boundaries over there was really match defining, and that's what really helped India to pull closer as well. But for India, they know this is not done yet. They have a big challenge coming up, either against Australia or Pakistan. So they'll have to brace themselves, and they'll know what exactly to be done. There is just one step, but to defeat the host country, informed South African team, possibly the best bowling attack of this tournament, best pace bowling attack. Mfaka, as I mentioned, he shouldn't be rejected because he's got great future ahead of him. Lose as well, he's got a great future ahead of him. And I think the South African team, many players, you will hear their names for a longer period of time. And hopefully, a lot of these Indian players make that transition, especially someone like Raj Limbani. He's got the right pace, he's got the ball to move, a left arm pacer, and he can bat a little bit as well. If he can really make use of the talent he's got, you will hear the Raj Limbani's name as well for a longer period of time. So for Indian team, obviously, they know what exactly to be done from here on. They'll go back. They know they'll take some time off and come back for the big day. That is the final, hopefully against Australia or Pakistan, and get their hands on another under-19 title, hopefully. So that's about from us. If you really did enjoy this video, don't forget to share and also like to this video and subscribe to our channel if you're new here. And don't forget to check out our course with Mad About Sports. Once again, the link is down in the description if you want to make a career in cricket analytics, and this is your right opportunity to kickstart your career. You don't need to have any prior knowledge. Come with a free mind, and you can kickstart your career, and you can make a dream career in sport where you can be calling the shots, getting a good amount of remuneration, and having the dream job you always wanted. Have a good time, all of you, and see you all very soon. Bye bye.